Welcome back, Hospitality Insider with Pratik Patel, Chairman of AHOA and also Principal of REM Hospitality. Pratik, thank you so much for sharing these wonderful stories. And now, you have accomplished a lot. I mean, as individual, as a whole community, and also whole organization. Now, what is waiting for you? What is your plan from this moment?
You know, for the association, we're an association that really thrives through creative leadership. And our asset base is really the amount of time that our members take volunteering to bring ideas to the table and really help drive the needle of the industry forward, right?
Yes.
And so with the association, I think we have tremendous and ample opportunities that are going to come present themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we're now engaging members to give back.
Mm-hmm.
And not just their thoughts and ideas, their time,
Mm-hmm.
but they're coming, right? And they're coming at numbers that we've never seen participation before.
Oh.
And so we're excited to see what the future of AHOA has, because I can't tell you what the ideas of tomorrow are, but I guarantee you that 14,000 members are going to put their brains together and really come up with ideas for this association to focus on that are going to drive the needle for everybody.
Isn't that fantastic that you give them voices? So that is the principle of a whole organization is running. And so you also have suppliers to join as members, right?
Mm-hmm.
So give us a little bit about what is the benefit of a suppliers to join your organization?
Well, for our partners, number one, you know, with 14,000 owners, we give you access to the decision makers.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, there's a grassroots effort that we have as an association.
Mm-hmm.
We host probably 130 meetings throughout the year.
Wow.
And in different cities throughout the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible for somebody to get out on their own and really get to that many folks.
Right.
However, with the association itself, that foundation, that platform for you to engage our members and what's good for them or help them make their lives easier
Mm-hmm.
is a reason why partners should join. It should always be a win-win for our partners. Our
Right.
partners should come to the association and really be able to showcase their talents, their goods, their efficiencies, and our members will take it, because guess what? Everybody, even owners, want to make sure that their lives are easier, right? We don't have the time and energy and bandwidth to focus on everything, and that's why we rely on our partners to do that. And this association gives them a back and forth relationship model that's built on a grassroots effort. And the partners really, that's their key, right? Is if they embrace that model and they come to the association, they can really get a lot more business and drive a lot more out of our members.
So if we could ask you how to choose designers or suppliers, so is there any formula that you can think what you're looking for from them?
You know, for designers, right, I think what it is that we want to see finished products, right? We want to see theories and concepts put together in an entire package that just looks good, right? I don't think that, from my point of view, and I know the leadership team around me, when we see somebody engage and really looking around and finding it, right, and taking that time to put the energy together, to put together a package that's going to look great, that appeals to us. Why? Because it appeals to our guests.
Right.
Right? I don't think that we have enough time,
Right.
to really get there. And so it has to be handed to us kind of on a silver platter.
Right.
But once it's handed to us and we see it in action, I mean, I know the way that I've chosen designers in the past is I've walked into other properties and said, wow, who did this place? This place looks tremendous, right? And the minute that somebody gives a recommendation and I find out who it is, right, guess what? I'm engaging.
Right.
Because we all want more for our guests.
Absolutely.
We want to give them that customized approach that just looks good and feels good. It makes folks feel like they're in a valued environment.
That's right. You know, we always touch about the sustainability in our station. So what is AHOA doing toward saving the earth?
You know, recently we implemented a partnership with the program out of Phoenix. And so what we do is engage our members to participate in these recycling sustainability projects that they can really start taking care. You know, as you noticed after the State of the Union, the number one impact is our global health
That's right.
is in danger.
That's right.
Right? And there will be a time that maybe not my generation, but the next generation, the generation after that, will be impacted.
Right.
It's our job to do what's right.
Yes.
Right? And it
Yeah.
takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, but that's worth it.
Yeah,
right? And
especially in United States, I understand we waste 4 times more than any other country. So which means we need 4 planets. Yeah.
yeah, you got it. You know, this is the country of, you know, wanting to do everything and have everything at your fingertips.
Right.
Sometimes we take for granted for what the resources that we have around us, even the natural resources that we have around us.
That's great. So we're doing a lot of things. Awareness is most important things at the moment. But we also have something that we like to share with you. Is always we have a channel called the Giving Back. So you talked about a little bit about all giving back, not just ideas. What are the activities that you engaging in AHOA that is giving back?
Got it. So this year what we did do was we donated, I think, 10 separate charities to make sure that we're giving back to the right causes that, that are important to our members. When it comes to sustainability green models, right, what the association gives back for what our members give back are usually two separate paths. But what we're trying to do now is give our members multiple paths, right? So whether it's doing a recycling program at their hotels and putting that into place, right, or whether it's doing any kind of send overseas for children in education, we want to make sure that we give them the right access to the right path and let them choose what pertains to them. Because what we figured out is very important, is that when you emotionally connect with one of our members to do what's right, you have a lifetime participant in that field, right? You have a lifetime engager in a program.
That's fantastic.
Right. So what's good for me may not be good for somebody else, and so we have to give them multiple options to figure out what's good for everybody.
So now we have a few minutes left, and for you to share your wisdom. And you have grown so fast, so much, and also contributed to the hospitality industry. Now, what is your words to give it to the audience, somebody who want to be just like you?
I think the importance of giving back without any expectations is always important. My mother and my father, they weren't rich, and what they did was when they came, and the way they lived their life, they taught me the value of giving back to those that can't do for themselves. The reason that I joined the association is because at that point when I was first getting engaged, some say, my parents said that I had a talent in communicating a message. And whether it was to elected officials or to brands or to our partners, it was my responsibility to communicate for those that may not be able to communicate for themselves to quite such an extent. And that's the reason why I do what I do, right? We want to make sure that our members who work hard, right? I mean, they're here because they've done it on their own. Nobody's giving them handouts. Nobody's giving them bailouts. They've put their own sweat equity. They've worked at properties and they've really grown on their own. And so it's my responsibility to try to help where I can, right? And without any expectation of return, my future goal is I want to make an impact to make sure that they can now live the fruit, right? They can enjoy their lives a little bit more. That what they've worked hard for is protected, right? And they can continue to grow without it being so hard as it was on the first generation when they initially came here.
That's an incredible leadership with really come from the heart and with a lot of love. And I appreciate you participating in the Connie Hospitality Insider. Thank you so much for joining us today. And would you come back?
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching Hospitality Insider on Connie TV. If you would like more information about Pratik Patel or any other episodes, go to connietv.tv. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Cinders, Senior Vice President for Government Affairs at American Hotel and Lodging Association, and you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
You're watching Connie TV.
Connie TV.
Connie TV.
ConnieTV.tv. Connie TV is the hospitality TV company, and we're very excited to be part of Connie TV.
Welcome to Hospitality Insider on Connie TV with your host, Connie Kim. Hospitality Insider is an intimate look of the who's who in the hospitality industry. Up close and personal, you'll meet amazing leaders and discover their stories of successes and challenges that will inspire, educate, and entertain. With your help, we unite, we co-create, and we support each other to create better service in the hospitality industry and contribute to the world. Hospitality Insider, your window to hospitality excellence.